Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero video. Today I wanted to go ahead and talk about a topic that's been on my mind for quite some time, and that's in regards to stunners and supports. The reason why this topic's been on my mind is because we have Chingy rerunning right now, we received Astra beforehand, and then we have Trigger coming up in 1.6. Winter Soldier Ambi is going to be dropping as well in 1.6, and a lot of people are trying to decide who to pull for and where to spend their premium currency. And I had a thought in my head because I've been using a specific team or specific teams for a very long time, and that has been a double support team or like a hyper buff team for my main DPS, and I have not been using any stunners for a very long time. And so that led me to believe, and this might be a hot take, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions on this, as well as any content creators want to discuss this. Let me know as well. I would love to get into like a voice chat with you guys on Discord, or if you just want to leave a comment down below, you can. But that's in regards to stunners being more of like a luxury and not necessarily a necessity, at least in this current meta as of this recording. That can change in the future, but right now they seem more as a want rather than a need, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is currently I've been using teams like Miyabi and then getting double support buffed by like Lucy and Nicole, or using Evelyn and being double support buffed by like Asher Yao and Nicole, or Asher Yao and Lucy, or you know, any one of those combinations, and I haven't been using any stunners on the team, and that's just because I never felt the need to really run a stunner or use a stunner. Now I will say, and admittedly I don't have Lighter. If I did have Lighter on the account, I would probably be using him a lot more often, not just because he's a stunner, but because he's pretty cool as a character and I love punches. I love the fisticuffs, so I would be using him for that aspect. But of course, he provides more than just stunning. He provides you know, some debuffing for specific elements, fire and ice, and so that is very beneficial as well. But once again, I don't think that is a necessity. I think that's more of a luxury to a degree. I don't want to try and downplay, and don't, you know, misunderstand me. I'm not trying to downplay the role of stunners. I just don't think you need them currently in this game to clear content, because I've been able to do it without having to have them, and I think anybody can do it without having to have a stunner. Stunners do have their place, and Chingy and Lighter are both phenomenal stunners, and they also provide more than just that, buffs and debuffs like I mentioned, and having the enemy stunned so that way you're able to do more damage and actually get a faster clear time if that's something that's important to you, is something that's within the game that you can benefit from. Also, if you're a new player and you have some skill issues, or if you just have skill issues, even if you're veteran players, stunning can be a huge benefit for you as well. But once again, that seems to be more, for me personally, like a luxury and not a necessity, or a want rather than a need, right? I've been getting by, for example, if I go to Shiyu Defense currently right now, if we look at the teams that I've been using, I use Asher Yao, Evelyn, and Lucy, and then for this side I just use Miyabi and Nicole. Is this kind of premium? Yeah, to a degree, but you also have to look at, let's say, let me pull it up if I can, Pridewin at the moment. Let me go ahead and pull them up. If you take a look, most of the stunners, if not all the stunners, are S ranks, right? The only A rank is Ambi. So I mean, I understand Coleta is on the standard, Lycoan's on the standard, so you might be able to get them a little easier, right? But if you take a look at the supports, you have two great supports in Lucy and Nicole that are A ranks that you could probably get some Mindscapes from, if not M6 them. You also have Sukaku and Seth, who are fantastic supports as well. A little more niche, right? But they are really good supports that you'll probably have some Mindscapes on. So I think as a support role, this is more realistic for free-to-play players just because of the A rank availability. Asher, Yao, and Caesar are more premium, of course, but if you plan correctly, you would be able to get those characters as well. Caesar being great because she has a shield, so for those skill issue players, but she also provides some pretty decent buffing, as well as being able to be like a pseudo stunner herself, so she's fantastic in her own right. And then Asher Yao being, in my opinion, the best supporter in the game, with the new mechanic of the chain attack and the quick assist and all that good stuff. Rena, you know, being Rena, she's good in her own right. So I believe if you are looking at stunners and supporters, if you just do a double support hyper buff comp, that will be, you know, all you really need within the game of Zenless Zone Zero. Like I mentioned, currently in this meta that we have going on right now, that can change in the future. So that's why I want to make sure that I make that point very imperative and bold, and I want kind of to timestamp this to a degree, this point right here, because I don't want this video somebody to come back and comment that it aged like milk. Because in the future of Zenless Zone Zero, the developers can come out with content to where stunners are more important to have, because the content requires having a stunner on the account or on the team to be able to do something specific, right? Or to get a specific benefit from them. Or you can have a stunner come out that introduces a brand new mechanic, much like Asher Yao came out for supporters. Now, Trigger is looking to possibly be doing such that thing. Now, I haven't looked too much into her kit as I'm not too in depth with leaks. It's just not really something that I'm into currently. I like to be more surprised about a character's kit and learn it myself, but I have dabbled a little bit with Winter Soldier Ambi, which I'm incredibly excited about, and with Trigger to a degree because she looks fantastic. She might be coming with a new mechanic that can definitely, you know, spice things up for stunners, because currently stunners right now in the game, they feel a little one-dimensional, if that makes sense. The TLDR, this whole thing, stunners just don't feel like a necessity within the game right now. So you can skip a stunner and be okay on your account, actually thrive to a degree. If you have two supports that are built up, or supports that are built up, and you are hyper buffing your main DPS, you gotta be able to clear content and get the job done, because you get to that stun window anyways, whether it's 3 seconds faster, 5 seconds faster, or a second faster. You get to that stun window either way, and then you're able to do what you want to do. Having a stunner just allows you to get to that quicker, but it just, for me, just never felt like a necessity that I needed to have. So that's my hot take for the day. I'm probably going to get flamed in the comments about this one, and I'm sure we're going to be going back and forth, but that's what I like to do, and I like to get a discussion going in the community, spice things up a little bit. But if you did enjoy this content, let me know in the comments down below. Also, sub if you're new, drop a like, join the FPG fam. I would love to have you stick around. Let me know what else you would like to see here on the channel. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. Call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.